everyone in the family of inline hockey worldwide, sports fans everywhere, and to everyone who's been enjoying our time here at the World Inline Hockey Championships for World Skate in Roccaraso, in the heart of Italy. And a good afternoon to everyone watching back home in the big country. I know the Maple Leafs have a lot of fans, and messages are coming in thick and fast, cheering on the boys in what hopefully will be a comeback as they join the Swiss here in the quarterfinals, the World Inline Hockey Championships. Welcome everyone. Welcome to all the Swiss fans as well too. Big number 20, Dave Hammond. The Swiss, as they start with possession, will have to do something in terms of a typical European style game with pace and pressure, although they're not the quickest team around, and they have come a cropper a little bit with some of the pace of the other European sides. Let's see how it plays out as we're underway here at quarterfinals day. And already an early start from Canada with a little bit of pressure, but not in too much of a rush. And the man to watch, a certain Mr. Woods, just waiting to pick his spots. Canadians working a little bit on the forecheck there, but not really coming there. This is dangerous. There's a man available. Nice little toe drag there. Plenty of skill available in the Swiss side. And again, Canadians proven not to be 100% invulnerable from yesterday's performance against the French. French really had to work hard though, that's for sure. So will the Swiss here, likely. The Swiss forechecking well. The Canadians struggling to break out with the kind of time that they'd like on the puck, really. Brandon Glover working hard up front and chasing, get it. Big, oh. Rockman in front, wanting to rack up a few more goals. And that's good forechecking from Canada. Usually a little bit more peaceful. Oh, that's very good. Maybe the pass is just about on there. Rockman just teeing up, waiting. Glover can't do enough. And the Swiss trying hard, fighting to get it rid. All four Swiss in the green zone there for a moment. And that's good forechecking and compression from the Canadians. Rockman now doing a bit of digging. No potatoes. And the young, fiery debutante, Abamont. Consistently showing that this Canadian third line is every bit as equal to the number one. It's a foot race now, and Abamont's going to win it. Rolls all the way back in pace. And the outlet bounces off the boards. Colson Stelly get a little run. Just dispossessed on his way. Abamont could be on this. Couldn't quite balance himself, but he'll fetch it back again. Great wheels. Young man from Ontario with a couple of penalty minutes so far. Not bad considering how often he's involved in play. Line one comes out. And a certain Mr. Woods applying the tail on his backside and asking them to fetch. Oh, Hammond had all day long walked in the front door, made himself a cup of coffee and sat on the sofa. He didn't make it count. Deflection, high and out of bounds. And again, the European game proving for the Canadians, who like to completely dominate and dictate and stifle. Just, getting in behind and surprising them sometimes. Unlike when they played Italy, the Italians were, supremely, fully energetic. Puck's up, flying just right in front of my head height. And Glover once again chases after it deep. But spits out. And the Swiss have a little run. Hunziker setting up a play. Rimo Hunziker, number 7, leading the stats for the Swiss team. 2 goals, 3 assists, and 5 points. It's plenty. It's exactly the same stats as Woodsy for the Canadians. So on paper, pretty equally matched so far. Although Switzerland did have to play 1 extra to play themselves back into these rounds after really struggling through the groups. They lost to Spain 5-1, lost to the Czechs 8-3, and lost to Colombia 4-3. But they beat Latvia in the qualifiers 5-1 to bring themselves back into contention in this quarters, with only just the Canadians to try and hang on and progress a little further at the top part of this group, which I think is great for the Swiss. They certainly belong there. Stelly. Abamon. Back to Kyle Henderson. And maybe now shaping up a little more in the style that we might be accustomed to seeing. Okay, Dylan, what can you do? Nice hands, but just ran into a brick wall there. Woodsy and Hammonds now using the secret code and ham radio that they've got wired into their heads to try and set something up. There's a dangerous shot right on the floor, looking for a gap between the skates of the Swiss keeper, tonight starting with Sylvain Brunner. This is dangerous though. Little freak shot. Oh, great pass. And it trickled through the legs. Jimmy Teed warned me very carefully only yesterday, as I was using a bit of a short form of his nickname. Now duly corrected. I know Mr. Teed will be absolutely furious about that. Seems to have had it tracked and covered, but it just bobbled underneath him. Lucas Camber scoring against this Canadian team, but they're coming right back at it. No goal called. Referee's right on top of it. And Lucas Dietrich is right on top of the Canadians. So far, seemingly, Canadians need somewhat of a firmer slap to get them going. That was a good chance. Kyle Soper there with an opportunity in front. Pablo Navarro, Canadian captain, animated on that bench. Maybe feeling like he needs to do a little slapping of his own. The Canadians have definitely got the game for this. And when it comes on, I suspect that you could see a change in tide. Similar game to the Slovaks when they played them. They just got a little bit caught on the hop. But when all the tools were applied, a powerful engine. The Swiss will sense an opportunity here. And for them, it would be a tremendous achievement to progress through the rounds when there is so much obvious talent here. Canadians will face off in the Swiss zone and win it and get hassled and harangued. Soper there. Tall man. Using that length to try and unbalance the Swiss defense. Slap shot deflected. Some physical pressure. This is dangerous now. Canadians have got some spots. Back to the big fella, James Isaacs, sitting at home and now racing back up to join his compatriots going forward. Oh, that was a tricksy little pass that was drifting through an awful lot of Swiss legs there. Could have caught a stick, but didn't. Managed it well. Nothing much on that shot wide. The Canadians still not applying the kind of game that they really need to. That's going to really win it for them. They're just a little bit patient, watching what's happening, sending individuals forward. Chances coming from both sides. Canadians recover well. Brandon Glover. Good hands. Speedy Abamont. Just about to wind up the springs. Oh, great forecheck. Canadians just getting disrupted. Just looking a little nervous as they break out. Not quite so composed as they were against teams like Slovakia or Italy. Again, the passing just a little loose from the Canadians. And so it is also for the Swiss. Abamont not content to just wait around, he wants it. Both Abamont and Woodsy now on. Waiting for the line changes. That's a pretty rapid set of forwards going up. And if they dispossess, either one of them could go forward. Dylan gets the first go. Woodsy gets the next one. Nice little pass over. Oh, 1, 2, 3 in front of the nets. Puck still loose. It's anyone's. Baumgartner putting himself in the mix. Swiss defending well there. Sharp wrister from out the way. And then the Swiss. Assistant captain Hunziker just sending a little message. Canada down by 1. The only goal in the match so far. Maybe a bit of an unlucky bobble underneath Teed. Woodsy wants to wind up using his body, sending people the wrong way, wrong-footed. The Swiss are showing themselves to be perfectly capable of hanging on to the puck. Canadians bunching up a bit there. Which just doesn't seem to quite have the space just down here. He's occupying a little spot just in front of me, in front of the timekeeper's area. Deflection on that shot from Heinrich, Noah Manuel. This is the one. Nice wide position. Baumgartner. Usually pretty lethal with those one-timers. Just wasn't quite on balance on that one. Dietrich, number 2 for the Swiss. 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points. No stranger to the penalty box either, with 12 minutes to his name. Watch and see if the Canadians can use that to their advantage. So far, nice little toe drags in good hands from a certain Hunziker, leading the Swiss stats for a reason. Used that toe drag before. Foster did enough. Rockman. Back to Isaacs. Still loose in front. Couldn't quite gather. And just maybe one-on-one. Swiss seem to be beating the Canadians wheel to wheel. And I'm really failing to see what so impressed and intimidated all the other sides early on, which is that time on the puck. Just total possession, total time. Not quite sure, but there just seems to be a little, I don't know, lack of confidence? Could be. Rockman's got no lack of confidence. Great effort. Just using his fingernails there to try and control the puck, but it doesn't come off. Let's see if this returns the Canadians back to pace. James Isaacs, playing his hockey on the ice in Scotland, just managing to eke out some time here in the Worlds before he goes back to Fife. Not a million miles away from where I live, and I know he's played in Sheffield many times and does camps for inline at Rotherham. He and I sat on the terrace this afternoon and put the world of inline to rights, as Dylan Abelmont tries to put Team Canada to rights. Swiss defense really well organized, difficult to penetrate, tough. The Canadians a little on the loose side, I could generously say. There's a sharper game in them, that's I'm sure of. Just need that little extra step of confidence. Team Canada coming in to this tournament in 4th place, having struggled at various other tournaments previous to this, before COVID. But 4th place is not nothing, that's something, you know. And as Pablo said to me earlier today, the Maple Leaf expects. Great wrister, oh! Just a little high, but otherwise perfectly good. From Cole Sonstelli, that was a wicked little shot. What can Cole do now to pop up and disrupt? Oh, that's good work from Abelmont. Fetching, forechecking. Just the passing not quite coming off there for the Canadians. In danger spots. And maybe a little bit of a panic move there. Could have been more chilled out, that. Canadians now moving a bit more at pace going forward. There's good hands. He's got all day on this puck. Take it for a walk, but really wants to go inside the back of the net. Always interesting when Woodsy's on the pitch. People pay attention. I was tempted to say maybe a little puck luck here, but yeah, many a sporting poster put up around the halls of where I've taught sports and physical education. I've often said that you make your own luck. And isn't it funny how the more you practice, the luckier you get? So let's not blame it on the forces of the universe. Let's see if Woodsy can take some accountability. I saw him drop his shoulder and off-put the Swiss defense, but it's just a bit too clean. That's a great pass. Oh, wow. Super save. Teed sees the cover and covers. Oh, super pass. Woodsy to Hammond, couldn't pot it. One time it didn't come off for Baumgartner. And Hammond will send it all the way back and Baumgartner will fetch. TD will have a little play. Better from Canada. Momentum shift. Heinrich. Dangerous man up front for the Swiss. Defending really organized well. Oh, the pass was on there, but he waited. Oh, now the Canadians are getting into really dangerous zones and having an awful lot more time on the puck. Changing demeanor as Rockman goes for a walk through the Alps, but he comes up against the Matterhorn. Sylvain Brunner. Not an easy mountain to scale. Isaacs. Wicked shot just goes a little wide, but he collects it again. Rockman. Settled. Looks for his spots. Oh! There was a gap there, but it just went a little wide. I saw the same hole. Oh, that's a little mistake. What can we do here now? Oh, nice little toe drag. Open spot! And when he couldn't finish, delightful Brandon Glover did the work. There was Kyle Soper right behind him. Towering figure there, glittering in these lights on this evening. Right place, right time, maybe dazzling the keeper with his bling bling. That was a bling bling score. And that's what it's all about, kids. You go to the net because that's where the goals happen. And Team Canada now playing smart hockey. And we go back to 1-1. 3 minutes remaining in the half before we take a break. Sylvain Brunner finally scaled. Quick committee meeting by Team Canada, now maybe sensing that the game is coming back to them a little bit. And a little bit more zip now in all of their legs, I can see. Oh, look at that pass. They're not wasting any time. And whatever it was that they were discussing, whatever little sketch up that they made in their little powwow just now, proves it. And look at how much it means to them. Now they're switched on. And when they are, it's dangerous. Abamon to Matt Herder. Nice touch, tape to tape. Really professional looking. And the momentum shifts. Still danger available from the Swiss side. Lots of talent and stick handling skills can still cause Canadians trouble, so complacency mustn't slip in. But chins are lifted, I can see it even from this position. Canadians now with their heads right up. Good stick check. Dispossessing that possession. Canadians a little bunchy there. Maybe sometimes chasing the Swiss a bit much more than they wanted. That's a pass that could be dangerous. Pace. But it bounces up against the mountain. We're under 2 minutes left in the first half. Swiss team starting far brighter and seemingly the more likely side. Canadians with a couple of really great goals, well planned and executed, seem to be back on form. What can the big man, Isaacs, do to set something up? Swiss come forward again. Oh, great hands by Heinrich. He seems to be finding gaps in the Canadian defense when he goes forward. And as a typical European game, very route one. Good efforts there by Brandon Glover. He seems to want to do the same right back. Deflection sends the puck out as the clock stops with just a touch under a minute left in the first half of the World Inline Hockey Championships in Roccaraso, in the Abruzzo region, in the heart of Italy. And it's quarterfinals night. Only one more match remains after this one, the last of the quarterfinals, determining the final places in the semis. And it's a big bruiser as well. Canadians really putting some pressure on. So stay tuned to the last match of the evening, a late one on a cool summer's evening in Roccaraso. It's been raining pretty hard. It's not put up any of these chaps here between the Bohemian Rhapsody of Czech Republic and Slovakia coming up later this evening. Here, we just need to decide who's going to take the Group B semi. Great passing, open spot. Oh, maybe just thought too much about it. Young debutant. Had the pleasure of speaking with him yesterday. Please check out our interview with him, Pablo, and Dave Hammond. And listen to how much it means to him to play for Team Canada at these games. We go to the buzzer, and at halftime, it's Canada 2, Switzerland 1. And the momentum is changing. The syrup is flowing. And the Canadians are back on top. The road for Canada to arrive here at these championships in the quarterfinals started straightforward. Beat Slovakia 6-3. Got caught on the hop early doors, but turned it around. And there we really saw kind of a display of just possession, tactics, techniques, and a couple of moments of brilliance from some key clinch players. Beat Italy 4-2, precisely the same thing. Italy were absolutely resurgent after their tremendous win over France in the early preliminaries. Canadians completely shut them down. Then they lost to France. Some interesting goals in there, so it's definitely worth watching the archive footage of that and check out that replay. The net dislodged. But the overtime goal that the French scored, seemingly out of nothing, allowed them to reappear in the quarters versus Spain. They couldn't hold on. They couldn't defeat the Spanish defense. So Canada clinched the spot in their group. "13 goals scored overall, 9 against, so they're +4. Better record than some. Not as good as the Czechs, though. Setting up for the face-off as we begin the second half here in Roccaraso at the Worlds. It's quarterfinals day. The penultimate match in this round before we go to semis and qualifiers tomorrow. Join me then for a couple of special matches. And I've got some really special interviews tomorrow, including one, which I'm delighted to announce, with the president of World Skate, Sabatino Araki, who has got some really interesting ideas on how we can continue to develop and grow this sport. But your watching and clicking is a big part of that, so keep it going. Now interesting call there. Maybe just a moment of distraction on the Canadian bench. Referee was right on top of it, so it looks like they're going to get called for some kind of bench penalty. Looks like Glover's going to sit. Got caught for something there. Just a wait for clarification. Still a discussion going on here between the ref. It's called a slash. I didn't see that. There's something going on the bench. Interference and slashing. 2 and 2. So just a little bit of explanation going on there. Kind of an auspicious start to the second half. Thought the Canadians were ready to settle into their game. Coach Friedli for the Swiss team just confirming exactly what the deal is. So it looks like it's a one each. Andri Farah. Slashing for Canada, interference for Switzerland. And the concurrent penalty will stay 4-on-4. Canada move forward with some purpose here now. Nice little cheeky back pass. Centering passes on, but the tall man couldn't slam on the anchors quick enough. Oh, Swiss really good. Going forward, flat still in front. Tiede didn't mop up. Sorry, Mr. Tiede. Must work harder. Just came pretty smartly off of his stick there. And with that direct route one action from these European sides, it's always a danger because they will collect their rebounds. The Spanish, being particular experts at that, gave us a little masterclass in deriving towards the net, making them the first team to clinch their place in the semis there. Oh, it was a great little shot. Ramamont on that side, covered by the mountain. He'll have another go. Good hands. Just lost it. And he wants everyone to come back. Henderson now directing some traffic and bringing the Canadians back into their game. Here's some more patience now. This is a little bit more like what I've seen in those matches where they were dominant against the Slovaks and the Italians. We'll just wait for the right spot. Baumgartner now. He'll go route one. Who got some space, but well defended. Eichenberger just doing enough with his stick to deflect. Woodsy wins the face-off and holds on, turns. He's under pressure though. He's got an awful lot of work to do with 2-on-1, but he's getting into danger spots. What a super pass it was, but it just missed the net. But it had all the right elements, bar one. Now this is looking a little bit more like it. Team Canada resettling. Hammond directing traffic. Woodsy making dangerous runs. Oh! Opened up some space, but the Swiss keeper is a real handful. Just like the Matterhorn, a rock, immovable, and can be seen from all around, everywhere in the Alps. Probably making a little bit more work for himself than necessary there for Brendan Baumgartner. Hammond. Oh, good outlet pass from behind. Woodsy reached forward for the shot. It went high and wide. Mr. Teed saw an opportunity for a long outlet there. Baumgartner was way up high here. Now we've got quick legs. Crossing passes on. That's onto the tape. And a delightful goal. Patient, professional, right on the money. Oh no, not a goal. Missed. Thought for sure that went in. Everyone looked like it was winning. Must have rustled that net. On the backhand, up. Ah, it was in the glove. Pro. The Swiss all put their heads down like it'd gone in, and I thought, well, that was in. Puck moving that quick, fooling even me in this absolute dream position. Sweet spot of the whole arena. Now this time, I can confirm with no question that Brandon Glover puts the biscuit in the basket. Really made himself some space. Good heads up. Picked his spot. It took some doing there. That wasn't exactly what you call a barn door. Great angle there. Just posted it in the letterbox. And again, Canadians scoring, lifting their chins, lifting their spirits. And maybe releasing the Canadians from a little bit of nerves. Sometimes, perhaps, the weight of expectation, so many eyes, so much love and passion and knowledge and understanding of hockey from all of their Canadians, fans and compatriots back at home can be felt. It's noted. Now it could be making them play even better. Lucas Dietrich working his way at the back. Woodsy collects. He's on it now. Shot. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Lovely little put together there. Nice triangles. Eichenberger going forward with Stinger. Still opportunities there for the Swiss. They look dangerous. And Baumgartner smartly turns the bus around. Canadians struggling with their breakout a little bit. Maybe just enough pressure to unsettle them at the back. I've certainly seen them do that in a more tidy fashion. Oh, that puck was just running alongside like a pet. Barely under control. Daryl James Kamona seemingly having the puck on a lead there. But Mr. Teed holds fast. Canada break loose. Mr. Isaacs sends it back. Pro ice player, just patiently waiting for the huge international competition to finish off so we can go home and play in Scotland in the English Ice Hockey Elite League. I'll definitely catch up with you if you're rolling down Sheffield way. Took a little deflection on the way through. Some potential Swiss stretch play there. Swiss elect for fresh boots. The Canadians again going forward with some determination here. There's a penalty on the play, but then the goal is scored straight away, so it was the Swiss player at fault. And once again, the Canadians now, with their heads right up, are getting right up the Swiss. The number 71, Rockman, from way out. Picked up some of his own garbage and made it good. Oh, look at that. Absolutely tremendous effort there. Heinrich, just by sheer will and force of will alone, blasting his way straight down Main Street, Toronto. The Canadians in good, dangerous positions there. Oh, the wicked hands, absolutely wicked hands of the debutant, the young man, doing tremendous effort there in front of the Swiss keeper, and the Swiss now maybe are feeling like their mountains have been scaled. I think that keeper just lost that one. Oh, wow. Now that I see from behind, it went right through the glove into the gap, deflected up, and then bounced from behind. Right in front. And it was a really unlucky thing. And I think that maybe Michael Friedley felt some frustration boiling over. Might have just accidentally let his planning documents slip out of his hands. As we sit back and reflect on how Team Canada have built their way and worked their way back into this game against the Swiss, I can take you a little bit around the play today and just highlight some of the stuff that's been happening. But please, by all means, utilize all of the fabulous resources at your disposal. worldskate.rsports.com for all of the information, detailed statistics, and live scoring, head-to-head, and all the bits and pieces you'd ever want. And of course, World Skate TV, share the link and join us live. We're here all weekend for the semis and the final. Don't forget the World Skate Cup for the up-and-coming teams in the emerging nations from the bottom of the draw, fighting for some notoriety of their own and to increase their world ranking, to join the big guns like the Maple Leafs and the Swiss. Oh, tries a little bit of a schoolboy move there. Woodsy reaching into his toolkit. TD just feeling that whiz under his armpit. Oh, that's a great pass from in front. Lucas Dietrich again takes a wicked wrister from out, just on top of the face-off circles, but both were going high, and that went out of bounds. So check out all the stats online. It's really all there for you. But just as a quick summary, Namíbia beat Mexico, and we'll go through towards the World Skate Cup quarterfinal. Latvia beat India. Spain beat France in the first quarterfinal in the top of the draw. Italy beat Colombia to take the second place in the quarters and book their place in the semi. Argentina beat Poland. They will go through to the World Skate Cup. Chinese Taipei just got beaten by Germany. They've struggled throughout the tournament, maybe underperformed compared to what they really wanted. Now here we go, watch. Heinrich, wicked pace now, and looking for some opportunities. Swiss still in dangerous positions here. 5-1 sounds like a cushion, but there's not an awful lot between the sides, just in terms of form on play. But I don't know if they can score 4. And the only danger there is that Canadians can become just a little complacent. I wouldn't wish it on them, but I know sometimes it can happen. So what will keep them fired up? Maybe some big efforts from this line. Strength and depth on the Canadian side. Not a weak line out there. And a certain Mr. Isaacs letting his wheels run freely. Cole letting his wheels run freely. There's some quickness now. Look at that cycle. It's absolutely drawing circles on the floor here. And they're jolly big, I can tell you. 30 by 60 this pitch. And the penalty will get shouted. A little bit of interference as Abamont was whizzing through. So it looks like Andre Ferrer will have to sit for that interference. I have to say, to be fair, I struggled even on the replay to just 100% contemplate exactly where it was that it occurred or how it occurred, but it was certainly right in front of the ref, so his unequivocal decision is final. Canada with all the momentum, and now a man advantage. Who will join the goal scorers in writing their name on the score sheet for this quarterfinal match? Canadians putting together slightly better passing now. It's tidy, it's tight, the noose is tightening. Oh, nearly there, right in the back door. Woodsy. Oh, just the one timer was on, but he took his time, wanted to rest, find the sweetest spot. Woodsy at the top here, he's got some space. One timer, oh, it was good. Just lucky that the snowbank there from the Swiss keeper was in the right place to deflect that puck. Oh, clever, the Canadians, really picking their spots. But look at the Swiss defense. Really tight. Tremendous work from Hunziker at the front. And Heinrich. Dietrich at the back, mops up, sends it loose. And a little short-handed sprint.
5, 4, 3,
Woodsy, though, can catch.
1, go.
The Swiss absorb that pressure, but as they go, 4. Just thought that maybe Rockman might do something there. Switzerland beat Latvia 5-1 to build themselves back into this. So have earned their place in the quarterfinal by playing an extra game in a bit of a repechage for them. What can Rockman do here? He's working hard to try and open some space. Oh, clever pass, just barely disrupted. Just again, the Canadians maybe feeling just a little unsettled. Oh, that pass to Abamont as he was rolling backwards, wanted to take it and could have turned quickly, but I think he was halfway on the turn already before the puck arrived. The Swiss content to work in close quarters. Always forward checking Abamont. He's got so much pace in abundance. Now he's going to get joined by Rockman. Penalty is called. Rockman in his effort there. Maybe getting just a little bit too eager. And now Team Canada will have to absorb And maybe the Swiss can turn something around here and swing some momentum back their way. They've got 4 minutes. The task might be just a little bit too much, but they'll certainly be happy if they can score against the Canadians. Maybe drop their confidence a little bit more. Rockman's momentum probably causing him a bit of a cropper there. Replay says marginal, but when you know how to play that, oh wow, look at this, short-handed, such danger. Canadians now going forward, looking pretty deadly. Oh, the puck loose in front, still not quite cleared. The Canadians will kind of break out short-handed again. Can he pick it up? Oh, doesn't quite get his hands on it. It's unsteady. Oh, now he does. Oh! The Swiss team not really putting together a textbook power play move. Oh, and I wonder if I've just now detected a little bit of deflation there. Daryl James Kimona up high at the slot. He's moving that puck maybe with just a little bit less zip than he otherwise might have. There's certainly a goal on here for them. But I don't know if I just thought that 10% of the wind went out of the Swiss sails there. Good shot, deflected. Kimona. Oh, wrister, there was a gap. Kyle Henderson did well there, take one for the team. That'll be a bruise that can be circled. And by the tippy-tap-tap of the keeper's stick, we can all hear that full strength is achieved. And both sides go back to 4 aside in the outfield. And the time is ticking away on this cool evening in the rain, in the mountains, in the heart of Italy, at the World Inline Hockey Championships. Canadians seemingly having done more than enough to place themselves firmly in the semis. You definitely will join me tomorrow for those 2 big semi-final matches. Plus some exclusive interviews and some more behind-the-scenes stuff all posted up on World Skate TV, so join us there and check that out. And share widely with all your friends, sports fans, and lovers of the hockey game, so that they can see how spectacular an event this is really shaping up to be. Now the only and very, very best inline hockey anywhere in the world. This is it right here, number 1. And a really special final that we're building up for you, and that plans are underway, similar to how we presented the women's final. Just adding ever so slightly, increment by increment, a little bit of jazz, a little bit of pizzazz to our presentations, making this experience for the players something really special. Woodsy can do something special here as he goes forward. But maybe the Canadians don't feel like they need to do too much anymore. The deal is pretty much sealed, and there's no way really now for the Swiss to come back. So it's just a matter of loosening the shoulders and playing for some stats. And the final seconds wind down. here in Roccaraso at the Worlds. One last final shot from the Swiss. And they've done the job. Canada go through to the semi-finals, the World Inline Hockey Champs. And Switzerland will commiserate, having certainly started the game much more brightly and much more forcefully, much more direct. They certainly deserve their place up here in the top pools. But just in this case, have come up against a side that is playing and playing and playing and improving their way into the tournament. And the more they find that special sauce that they bring, the more dominant I think they'll become. Job done for the Maple Leafs. And commiserations to the boys from the Republic of Helvetica. I'm going to go down and have a chit chat with some of the guys if they will come and see me. Watch out for those post-match interviews. It's always really interesting to hear what they've got to say right after the game. And stay tuned and join me here because we've got the Bohemian Rhapsody. One of the best hockey derbies you can find anywhere. Czech Republic versus Slovakia. Stay tuned.